Hey guys, coming to you from the International Builder Show in sunny Orlando, Florida. And look who I tracked down, 3 of the biggest Instagram stars you'll ever meet. These are some builders that I've gotten to know literally only from Instagramming. And these guys are also the hosts of the Modern Craftsman podcast. And so I tracked them down because we're just shooting some videos for Builder Magazine, and I'm asking a bunch of builders. And with these guys as famous as they are, I needed to ask them a couple of builder-related questions. So by way of introduction, I've got Nick Schiffer with NS Builders, Tyler Grace with TRG Home Concepts in New Jersey, and John Horahan, sorry John, I always mess up your name, with Vintage Builders in Massachusetts. So guys, let's start with you, Nick. First question for you, what's the best and what's the worst you've seen at IBS so far this year?
I mean, honestly, the best, and I think we're all going to agree on this, is the people here. And last year, you know, was incredible, but this year it's doubled just the amount of people that we've been able to connect with in the first year. And you know, again, as far as the worst, it's the products that aren't maintaining what we stand behind as Craftsman, and the quality and the craftsmanship behind, you know, replication products.
Can you think of anything in particular?
Well, we had chatted before, but yeah, there was some digitally printed siding or aluminum siding and stuff like that. It's just, there's no quality there. There's no craftsmanship behind it.
It feels so fake.
Very fake, yeah.
Yeah, totally. All right, Tyler, what's next for you? What's the best and what's the worst of IBS?
I agree with Nick as far as the best being the energy within the people. It seems that everyone here is extremely excited to be here. The support within the industry and the promotion of craft and kind of taking it to the next level, it's exciting to see that. And then the innovation within the products, I think, is super cool. Kind of to piggyback that with the worst would just be, there's a lot of companies that are putting out the same products as everyone else with the same installation techniques for stuff that's already out there to kind of get their foot in the game. And it's a little bit disappointing to me that they're not putting their money towards new product development rather than just basically rebranding something that's already out there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, John, you're next, buddy. What's the best and the worst?
I think the best, just by looking around here, is the age group. I think you're seeing a lot of a younger crowd in here between KBIS and IBS. Yeah. And I mean, we're seeing it with social media, but there's a huge group of people banding together about nothing more than craftsmanship. Yep. Not hey, go get drinks or whatever. It's just all about craftsmanship, bringing all these people together, and I love that. The worst, I mean, similar to what these guys said, it's just fake products that don't take any craftsmanship or any mindset to install them. Yeah. I mean, we're trying to back that up, and it's not any harder to do an amazing install on regular product. Why do you even simplify it and make it look fake? Yeah. So,
John, anything in particular product-wise that stood out for you, or new introductions that you saw that were cool?
I mean, we haven't seen a lot of the show yet, but you know, by hitting a couple boots, I mean, we're at Hubert Engineered Woods here with zip systems and that. I mean, they're always pushing the boundaries. They have the R sheathing out now, which I'm a huge fan of. I think it's just me, but I think it's going to take it by storm.
That's cool.
Having that thermal break.
I think so too.
But that's just top my run.
That's awesome. All right, you stay with the mic, and let's go backwards this time. John, what trends are you seeing in the industry after being at KBIS, IBIS for a couple days now?
I mean, it's going to sound crazy, but I feel like it's like automated toilets, you know, and then like incorporating mirrors with lights and all that stuff. I'm seeing a lot of that bathroom stuff that's really taken a grip on the industry, and you're seeing it in more and more builds that we do, where it's not just a mirror and then lighting, it's all incorporated in one. And the toilets are like $5,000, but they do crazy stuff, but people are asking for them. But
that's funny. All right, Tyler, what's next for you, man? What trends are you seeing so far?
I think the trends that are kind of peaking this year, as long as coming from last year, like you had mentioned, a lot of the black, a lot of matte finishes, matte fixtures that are coming in, getting rid of a lot of that sheen. And then windows, people are doing bigger windows, bigger doors, a lot more glass, more so getting rid of minimizing and streamlining frames. And then people are pushing energy efficiency, building science, like definitely getting a huge push and people focusing more on that.
Anybody's booth on efficiency that stood out to you that you could remember?
We were just by that AeroSeal booth, which we had spoke about, which was like something I've never even, I know they were doing duct work, but like to be doing entire houses right now, like that technology, they spoke to us about it, and I still somewhat don't believe it.
They got some buzz this year. I need to go see that booth.
It's crazy.
See what they're doing.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
So basically, they're spraying some kind of goo in the air in a finished house, or not a finished house, but a house that's been drywalled, and that's sealing off the air leaks. So potentially, you could go from a blower door score of 3 or 4 ACH 50 down to a 2.5. Is that right?
Yeah.
Down to passive house.
I mean,
dang.
And they said it's like 20 minutes to 90-minute process. And they said they can even be done in a finished house. And the only thing they want you to protect is finished surfaces that like you don't want to get dirty. It's not an issue that it's going to ruin it.
You can do it at multiple stages. Once you get windows in, you can then do this kind of aerosol spray seal. Then when you do sheetrock, you can do it, and then at the finish. So you can combat these air leaks at multiple stages or retrofit a house.
That's the best of. That's impressive. Good deal. Nick, how about you? Best of and, trends rather we're talking about.
I think, especially for this year, we've dealt with it a little bit, but home automation and like just the technology behind not just energy efficiency, but comfort of homes and, the perks like the automated toilets, but also, the control behind your lighting and audio and, whether it's security or thermostats, everything. Home automation, I think, is huge this year. That paired with every year, as windows get bigger, stone gets bigger. There's large format stone and large format tile. I see tile that's 4 foot by 8 foot, 3/8 thick.
Wow.
So everything is getting bigger, and the products are, becoming cooler.
That's
for
massive.
sure. So.
Hey Nick, while I'm on you, tell me your, as a builder coming into 2018, it's January, what are your top 3 concerns for this year?
Top 3 concerns, it's really going to be, education in product and the way we educate ourselves. Like, this is an awesome opportunity for a lot of us to learn about new products, but also learn how to install and to, maintain products. But then educating, our subcontractors, our, direct contract, the guys that work for us, in these new products and implementing them into our systems each day. Not a huge concern as far, it's really on us as far as effort, the concern of making sure that we're relaying as much information as accurately as possible. Another concern, obviously, maintaining the craftsmanship and really pushing, towards, a better end product, for our consumer, for our brand, for everything, and really steering away from the products that are here that aren't going after the same, thought. It's not the same thought process. And beyond that, just healthy living. Making sure that we understand the product, what's in these products, what the products are doing to us, from a health standpoint. So,
those are big concerns. How about you, Tyler? How about 2018? What are the things that concern you?
As Nick kind of spoke to, it's pushing the craftsmanship and just elevating the industry as a whole, I think is really important for multiple reasons. Getting the younger generation involved in this and basically speaking to them that you can make a living, you can be happy, you can provide for a family doing this. And I think that we need to be able to basically portray what we're doing in a sexy enough way and a realistic enough way that people want to get engaged within this community. I think that we need to push that more so and get the younger kids involved. And I guess, putting your best foot forward with everyone and elevating the entire industry, I think is really important. You spoke last night about bad flashing details being a black eye for the entire building industry. I think that we need to band together and help each other out and support each other and make everyone else better. And I think the industry as a whole will lift from that and get away from this tarnished image that we have, that we're builders, we're contractors, we're a lot more than that.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
No doubt about it, man. All right, Johnny, round us up right here.
Round us up on concerns for 2018. I think it's widening this bubble of what we do as modern craftsmen, that there's so many people that don't do the quality, the craftsmanship on a daily basis, and that we can reach out to those guys and do it. And I think it scares me a little bit about these huge shows like IBS that there's all these simplified products and installs that people aren't educating themselves on the craftsmanship that we all grew up in.
Yep.
And if we don't band together and show people it's just as easy to do it our way, the old way, the way it should be done, then that might die.
Yeah.
So really, again, backing up what these guys say, it's craftsmanship.
Yeah.
That's the biggest concern.
That's awesome. Guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'll link in the description below for all these guys. Between the three of them, they've got like 200,000 followers on Instagram. So these are builders that are on the younger side of the industry and that are huge influencers. Go follow these guys. They're doing really interesting work. They're a lot of fun to follow. Link in the description for them. Otherwise, reporting on behalf of Builder Magazine, this is Matt Reisinger from IBS 2018.